From the directives left behind by Her Excellency, we can surmise that a Fatui ship is moored nearby. This explains their aggressive posture. We could split into 2 teams. One to draw their attention, and the other to circle around behind enemy lines and set fire to their ship. They'd have nowhere to run.
I've never seen a resistance soldier with a mustache.
Her Excellency's directives also state help may arrive when all seems lost. As for where this help is supposed to come from, Hey,
girl! What are you guys up to?
Her Excellency's directives are as reliable as ever. You've arrived just in time.
Oh, I'm the help? Oh, okay. I guess I'm the carry now.
Comrades! They've set the ship on fire!
What ship?
Attack! Curse them!
What
They
ship?
leave us no choice but to attack! Comrades, let's make them regret it!
I honestly wish there was at least some sort of immersion with these type of missions. They say I set a ship on fire, but what ship?
Captain, are you back on Watatsumi Island to lead Swordfish 2 again? We've all been feeling your absence.
Is Swordfish 2 still going strong? Dude, they say all of this, but we don't even know how Swordfish 2 went.
We should probably get going ourselves. And, also, on your way over, please check in on the soldiers.
Wait, why?
I'm sensing a growing unease among them, but I don't know what's causing it. They won't say.
On edge, you say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've noticed it too. In fairness, the battle isn't long over, and, well, perhaps it isn't quite over for them. You know what I mean? Every single person looked death in the face that day. It's not an experience you forget in a hurry. Victory's declared, and all of a sudden, the fighting's over. But people can't just snap back into normal life again. I think things will improve, but it's gonna take some time.
That's understandable.
I don't understand what Her Excellency is thinking. I mean, peace talks? Give me a break. Why would she agree to that?
Exactly. Everyone knows you can't trust the Tenryou Commission. I heard they've been secretly coordinating with the Fatui and plan to continue their attacks.
Wait, for real? You're sure of this?
Positive. Some of our guys had a run-in with a few Fatui. They caught them conspiring together firsthand.
Uh-oh.
Shh! Keep your voice down. Someone's coming.
Hey there! What you talking about?
I heard everything.
Do you think we should tell the captain about what we were discussing just now?
No, let's not mention it. He's one of her closest advisors. For all we know, the peace talks could have been his idea.
I'm sure the captain would see where we're coming from, but you're right. We should probably play it safe.
Paimon definitely detected some hush-hush going on there. But if they aren't gonna talk, we might as well head over to the village.
We know you've been secretly supplying the Tenryou Commission with goods purchased on Watatsumi Island. I knew something was off about a Tenryou Commission merchant doing business here. So, what do you have to say for yourself, huh?
Oh, wait, what? What is this guy doing?
Your Excellency, this merchant is suspected of criminal activity,
What?
so we seized him for questioning. Our surveillance shows that in his whole time here, he has made numerous purchases, but no sales. And yet, he has no stock in his possession. We believe it's highly probable that he has been supplying the Tenryou Commission behind the scenes.
What if people are stealing his stuff?
Let's not let ourselves get too worked up here, shall we? Everyone take a deep breath with me. In and out.
I'm a trader on the island, so naturally I built up some inventory. I was planning to hold off on selling until the prices went up, but then,
what?
But then I was robbed by the Fatui. They took everything. Now you think about that. First I lose all my inventory, then I get treated like a criminal.
Wait, he still kind of sounds suspicious.
And why should we believe you?
Well, we ran into some Fatui.
So what? That doesn't prove they took his goods. And even if they did, it'll still end up in the Tenryou Commission's hands. They're in this together.
What, the Tenryou Commission start colluding with the Fatui after the fighting's already finished?
I mean, if they want to ruin their reputation even more.
But on the way over here, we accidentally on purpose overheard some soldiers mention the exact same thing.
We are scheduled to begin peace talks with the Tenryou Commission soon. The Kamisato clan has arranged for them to take place in a neutral location. But just as arrangements for the peace talks began to fall into place, I started hearing rumors of collusion between the Kujo clan and the Fatui. Allegedly, their goal is to completely wipe out Watatsumi Island. If that's the case, then the peace talks are likely a trap. Even the Kamisato clan could be involved.
Is this gonna be the peace talk thing that we saw in the trailer?
We will retrieve your goods, and if everything is in order, it will prove your innocence. However, if we find evidence to corroborate the claims of collusion between the Fatui and the Tenryo Commission, I expect you to fully comply with our investigation. Do we have an understanding?
This is a whole lot of text that's just bouncing around my brain, and I don't want to comprehend any of it.
The terrain here gives us an advantage, and we haven't given away our position so far. Our enemy is in the light, while we are in the shadows. Strategically, we have the upper hand.
Alright, and then what are we gonna do?
I think we have 3 options available. Option 1. Take the king, and it's checkmate. The Fatui's presence in Inazuma is weak at present. Nothing more than a few scattered remnants.
Okay.
If we strike from above and take down their leader first, the rest of them will be hard-pressed to put up a serious fight. Option 2. Hit them where it hurts. Over there, for example. A store. So, which is your preferred option?
I want to see stuff explode.
It seems that you share my strategic sensibilities. This is my preferred tactic.
Oh.
It places us in the least amount of danger. Let's work together to give them the surprise of their lives.
Well, I just wanted to see stuff explode, so I guess.
The explosion was roughly the size I expected. Hopefully we've given them a fright.
Ow. Did I win? I beat the leader. I guess not.
Winning a battle takes a concerted effort from everyone involved. Victory never belongs to a single person.
Now that you mention it, Paimon did make a pretty big contribution, huh?
Yeah, I'm sure you did. You did a lot just by floating around me.
Hey!
What? You want to prove otherwise?
I must admit, I wasn't expecting to find the Fatui laying low in a Hilichurl camp. Presumably, they've been operating out of here in secret for quite some time. What's their objective? Are the soldiers right? Could they really be in collusion with the Tenryo Commission?
Maybe.
Let's scour the camp for evidence.
Hey, look here! Could these belong to the merchant? Kokomi, we found the merchant's stuff! Look!
I see.
Something wrong?
Oh, nothing. I just zoned out for a moment. Food, medicine, farming tools... all essential for post-war recovery. And he was probably stockpiling them until he could make a handsome profit. By contrast, it's doubtful that the Tenryo Commission has any need of these items, so the idea that he was supplying them doesn't make a lot of sense. In all likelihood, he's just an opportunistic merchant. Nothing quite as scandalous as Matsuda and Uchimura had imagined.
Would he still be arrested, though?
Don't worry. I had already foreseen this. In my recently issued post-war temporary decree, I included restrictions on the prices of essential everyday goods. These items will ultimately reach the people at a reasonable price. If he had taken the time to read the decree, it's unlikely he ever would have ended up in this predicament.
Kokomi, you think of everything!
I wish that were true. Take this alleged collusion between the Tenryo Commission and the Fatui, for example. I'm still completely stumped. The low energy doesn't exactly help.
Tired? You good?
Based on the information we gathered from the Fatui camp, there's nothing to suggest he had any correspondence with them. Had it been the case, then knowing how the Fatui operates, they would have left some evidence of it.
But what if...
No ifs, no buts. We've recovered the goods.
What did I tell you? You army numbskulls don't have a clue. All brawn and no brains coming to me with your crazy conspiracies.
You may be innocent of the accusations originally leveled at you, but hoarding essential goods is a crime under the temporary decree. You must bear the consequences. You have already admitted to being the owner of these goods, so we are obliged to respond with appropriate measures. In addition to...
Wait a minute. But
Well, don't just stand there. Take him away. Time to pay up.
Yeah, pay up, buddy.
Maybe there were no signs of collusion in this case, but our people know what they saw. Something is going on between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui. I know the peace talks are coming up, so please keep an open mind.
I understand your concern. I'll be sure to give it further consideration.
I don't know what to say, honestly. I'm just kind of sitting here. I don't think anything can deny Kokomi's beauty, honestly.
Oh my. You're looking a little worse for wear. You need to take better care of yourself, okay? All of our fates depend on you.
Thanks for your concern, but I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Your Excellency, I beg you, heed a word of advice. After all this time fighting the Shogun's army, peace is not something that can simply be declared. If we reconcile with them, the god who once protected us will have died in vain.
Come on, that's ancient history. Besides, the fighting is barely over. We should be grateful to be at peace once more.
I know, it's just... we should remain strong in these negotiations. We mustn't be too ready to compromise.
So I guess the citizens also have their own opinions against the compromise.
Oh, Your Excellency? Well, I'll be... fancy meeting you at a place like this.
How have I never gotten that? You could tell how much I actually play the game nowadays based off of me just leaving stuff like this around.
Do you know, my daughter's enrolled herself in the Shrine Maiden selection process this year. If she makes it into Sangonomiya, I'll be one very happy mother. I mean, just look at Her Excellency, still so young, but so mature and intelligent. My daughter has always looked to you as a role model.
Uh-huh.
Well, if she comes to Sangonomiya, I'll look out for her.
Your Excellency. Boy, am I glad you're here. As you know, agricultural output has taken a pretty big hit this year. Let me bring you up to speed on the latest situation.
I mean, it's still a lot to take care of.
Oh, Your Excellency, isn't this the captain of Swordfish 2? Will he be based on Watatsumi Island from now on?
Your Excellency!
Please, remain calm, everyone. I'll get around to all your queries.
I sorted through all the petitions received recently and placed them on your desk. Also, according to the schedule, you're just in time for your meeting today on the development of the textiles industry.
Oh my goodness.
That's today? Right now?
Sure, this is a lot of stress on her right now. I wonder when she'll end up cracking under the pressure.
Huh. Kokomi isn't here yet. That's weird. She doesn't seem like the type to show up late to things. Let's wait a little longer.
She's not coming.
Are you looking for Her Excellency? I'm afraid she isn't here at the moment. I don't know where she's gone.
So strange. Guess we should just call it a rain check then?
Not necessarily. If I recall correctly, Her Excellency has made special provisions for such a scenario in her general operational directives.
Oh my god.
Number 98. Should a visitor from afar come to see me, and should my whereabouts be unknown, direct them to proceed southward until they arrive at a tree with purple foliage. The footnote stipulates that this only applies when Her Excellency has made no communication regarding her whereabouts before disappearing. And even then, only when the visitor in question is of VIP status. As far as I'm concerned, you two tick all of the boxes. I keep this directive on me at all times. I'm sure this is the right course of action.
Bro, she really did come up with everything.
So this is where you ran off to. We were gonna meet up and get things ready for the victory feast today. What happened?
It's you.
She was just sleeping, bro. We should have just stayed quiet.
I apologize. I'm not feeling my usual self today.
You got sick? We'll go find a doctor right away!
No, she's just tired.
No. It's nothing like that. It's just... my energy is completely spent.
You run on energy? You mean you're like a ruined
Oh my god, Paimon, please. Please use those brain cells that you have left.
To be honest, I'm not really cut out to be a leader. At first, my dream was to read up on military strategy and perhaps become an advisor. Constantly communicating with people, trying to retain their morale, having to read between the lines, making sure everyone gets the recognition they deserve. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonderful, just from being in your presence, while also commanding their respect. It doesn't come naturally to me, but because of my bloodline, I was always going to end up being the divine priestess, sooner or later. So whenever I feel overwhelmed, I come here to just lose myself in a book and relax for a while. Don't worry, it doesn't affect my work. I handed over preparations for the victory feast to someone else.
Is there anything we can do to help?
I should be feeling energized again soon if I hold off on work for a little longer. If only there was some way I could listen to a good read on military strategy. I'm sure that'd speed up the process.
No, I don't know anything about that, so good luck with that.
We'll find it for you. And then we'll read it out to you to help you recover.
We are?
Swordfish Captain came back today. Energy +4.
That's just,
We saw nothing, and if we did, it's Paimon's fault. Attack where the enemy is weak, emerge where the enemy is blind.
Yes, that's the one. Thank you.
Dude, strategy books are literally her bedtime stories. That's crazy.
Kokomi? Kokomi!
She gone.
Oh no, she's fallen asleep. What are we gonna do?
Leave her be, obviously.
Tonight's the victory feast. Not to mention that the peace talks are just around the corner. She's got so much to do.
Let her rest. She already had someone prepare the victory feast for her, and the peace talks are around the corner, so she'll probably be up by then.
Avoid disaster. Protect peace at all costs.
What?
The war's over.
Oh my god.
Things are slowly getting better.
Those are some really high-pitched snores. Jesus.
Did you see?
What
time is it? Did I fall asleep?
Yep, you've been out for ages. It's nearly time for the feast.
I can't believe it got so late. I haven't slept that peacefully in so long. That's gotta be 3 whole energy points right there.
Bruh.
Should be enough to see me through the peace talks. Thank you. Well, we better get ourselves over there. It's nearly time to light the bonfire. Welcome, everyone. Today is the day that we celebrate our victory. Recently, our war with the Shogun's army came to an end, and we finally saw the abolition of the Vision Hunt Decree. None of us can know what the Inazuma of the future will look like. But tomorrow, I meet with the Tenryou Commission for peace talks. I give you my word that I will strive for peace for Watatsumi Island once and for all. Thank you all for your valiant efforts throughout. Truly, it is only through those efforts that we have been able to prevail in this trying war. This feast is held in honor of each and every one of you gathered here today. I hope all of you get to relax and enjoy our hard-won victory.
Woohoo! Yeah!
Could I ask you to go around and see what information you can gather?
Yep.
I still have no further leads regarding the issue of potential collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui.
Oh, that again?
And I'm concerned that something might happen at tomorrow's peace talks.
Okay, sure. We'll go ask around.
Well, the biggest thing for us is that we can finally get back out on the ocean to fish. During the hostilities, the open sea was full of warships. We just had to make do with what little fish and shrimp we could get our hands on closer to shore. When the catch wasn't good, we'd all go hungry. The poor kids were crying all day and night, but there was just nothing I could do.
Dang, Jesus.
We'd go to bed ravenous and be tossing and turning all night long,
Jesus.
trying to keep it together until the morning. At least things are finally improving now.
It's funny you should say that the soldiers seem excitable, though. I've had the same feeling. See that guy over there?
He's going at it. He's going in.
He's been acting strange these days. Always shouting and waving his spear around when he's got nothing to do. He scared the heck out of me a few times.
Look at him. That boy working.
You actually came back. I thought you'd abandoned the platoon and made a run for it.
Nuh-uh. We would never run from a fight.
Is that so? All anyone talks about these days is peace and stability. Do you remember what the most important thing is to the Resistance?
A warrior's will.
You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the test. Time to see if you truly are a bona fide Resistance warrior.
He wants to fight? What?
I'll answer your questions, but only if you can beat me in a duel.
Terra Smash!
You literally lost half your HP with one rock.
You really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you can understand us. Captain, comrade, will you join us?
What's going on, dude?
We made it up. The story about the Tenryou Commission colluding with the Fatui, it didn't happen.
What the heck were you thinking? This could send you right back into war with the Tenryou Commission!
Yes, that's exactly what we're hoping to achieve.
You guys are crazy. You actually want to go back to war? Oh my goodness, you have a death wish.
Peace talks? Everyone's been drawn in by the idea. That's why the future of Watatsumi Island is at stake. What's to stop the Tenryou Commission from stabbing us in the back? And what's to stop the Raiden Shogun from issuing another Vision Hunt decree?
The reputation, and honestly, yeah, there's nothing stopping the Raiden Shogun. Nah.
We are the Resistance. Everything hinges on our warrior's will. We can't trust the Tenryou Commission or the Raiden Shogun, but we can put faith in ourselves. Surely you agree with that?
Not really.
His point does kinda make sense, but something about it doesn't feel right to Paimon.
You just want to fight. I don't see a point in starting another war when all of these people who have had to suffer this entire time don't want that at all.
Are you seriously willing to make up a wild rumor and ruin the peace everyone's worked so hard for, all because of some imaginary situation that may not even happen?
Don't take that tone with me, acting like you're above all of this. What would you understand? For the sake of victory, we embodied the warrior's will to the fullest. You understand? We were all in. Now they're suddenly trying to tell us that none of it matters anymore? You'd have me just put down my weapon and start living like an ordinary person, but how can I? How can I when every time I close my eyes, I see the faces of the friends we lost in battle? Every time I see them there in my mind's eye, it reminds me that I can never forgive the Tenryou Commission and never forgive the Vision Hunt decree. I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever. Go ahead and tell Sango Nomiya if you want, but you're too late to stop us now.
I could kind of see his point now, but...
What are we gonna do? This is really serious. We need to give Kokomi the full story right away.
I can see his point, but it's also super selfish.
This is my fault. If only I'd perceived what they were feeling earlier, it never would have come to this. I highly suspect that one of Kozen's pro-war co-conspirators will have infiltrated the guards with an intent to reignite hostilities tomorrow during the negotiations.
Probably, yeah.
Don't let it worry you. What's done is done. These soldiers crossed the line, but the blame is not theirs alone. Whatever happens, I will find a way to ensure they do not come to harm. Here, take this. These are some directives I wrote last night. These negotiations are complex, to be sure, but I thought about it carefully and realized there are no more than 187 possible outcomes.
Christ.
It's been a while, Kujo-Sara. I believe the last time we met was on the battlefield.
Yes, where you dealt my forces quite the devastating blow. But before we go any further, what are you doing here?
I'm here to witness the peace talks.
He experienced the war between us firsthand, and has made an enormous contribution towards securing the peace we have today. I couldn't think of a more suitable candidate.
Seems reasonable. Then let's get straight into it.
You Kujo scum! Colluding with the Fatui isn't low enough for you already. You just want to take everything away from us.
Oh god, here he goes.
Comrades, never trust the Kujo. Let's get them.
Are you serious?
Protect Madame Kujo.
Alright, hold on.
Number 16. No, wait, 67? Or is it 73? Which one is it?
Alright, let's just calm down a bit, please. Oh, so this is the cutscene from the trailer.
Stand down, Tadakatsu. The situation has changed. Please stand by for further orders. Rest assured, I am fully aware of your concerns, but I will deal with the situation from here. Madam Kujo, this is rather serious. I believe you owe Watatsumi Island an explanation.
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move until I have finished investigating. You two, here, now!
Oh wait, so they were colluding with the Fatui?
We were approached by a few Fatui. They mentioned a potential cooperation to keep the war against Watatsumi Island going. At the time, I felt like we could give it a try. After all, there'd be nothing to lose.
But we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just said they could maybe start by heading to Watatsumi Island and stirring things up a little. Then we'd see how it went. With respect, ma'am, there was no collusion. It was just a one-off conversation. How anyone from Watatsumi Island even found out about it, I have no idea.
That's enough. When we return, there will be consequences. So, what did they want out of it?
The Fatui's main forces have already left Inazuma. The few who approached us seemed like they wanted to settle a score for their boss.
Oh, so they wanted revenge for Senora.
Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for revenge. They want to keep Inazuma in a state of turmoil. One day, I will hunt them down. Every last one.
We'll see about that.
My sincere apologies. I have my own negligence to blame for this state of affairs. Please, grant us another chance to continue the peace talks.
But of course, Madam Kujo. I have every confidence in your ability to resolve this situation.
I never knew the grand strategist of Watatsumi Island was a skilled negotiator, as well as a formidable commander. I hope that when we meet again, we can continue these sit-down discussions. Settling our differences on the battlefield is rather taxing. I think we can leave things there for today. Once I get back, I will conduct a thorough investigation into the Tenryou Commission's internal issues.
I should inform you that we took out a Fatui camp recently. I suspect that before long, they will attempt to re-establish contact with your people in the hope of procuring some assistance.
So that means the Fatui aren't done with whatever they're doing here. I sense another story quest continuing this.
Your Excellency, you knew?
I have already been informed on the reasons for your actions. You believe the Tenryou Commission to be untrustworthy and sought to sabotage the peace talks and reignite the war. Fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryou Commission plot. Yet, this was purely incidental, and the end certainly did not justify your means.
Exactly, you literally could have destroyed everything, dude.
But Your Excellency, so many comrades have sacrificed themselves in the line of duty. If we stop now, aren't all of our efforts going to waste?
I understand your sentiments, but you cannot simply impose your will and expect others to bear the consequences.
Exactly, that too.
During the war, there were highs and there were lows, and in the end, there was a glorious victory. For you, perhaps the experience was one of great excitement, but you saw nothing of the countless others who will remember the war quite differently. Most people suffered terribly through each day. Watatsumi Island's people yearn for peace because they have long since given all they had to the war effort. They are tired of treading water and don't need you dragging them back underneath once again.
But...
I understand, I do. And the fault is not yours alone. It was largely an oversight on my part. I taught you to nurture a warrior's will, but never how to let it go.
It's not your fault, Your Excellency. It was ours. Our selfishness.
Uh-huh. See, they finally realized it, at least.
Either way, we are ready to accept sentencing under martial law.
Very well. Then I hereby declare that as of today, I am founding a new secret corps of the army. This division will be responsible for keeping Watatsumi Island safe and secure, neutralizing any and all threats to the peace of our island.
Oh.
You and your comrades will all be welcome to join, but be warned, the training will be grueling. Perseverance and grit will be in high demand.
Oh, so they'll be like the Navy SEALs or something.
I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace and stability in the near future. Many seek peace, but there are still those who pursue war. It is right that Watatsumi Island moves towards peace, but we must still retain a defensive capacity. Those whose warrior's will is alive and well, I invite you to embark on the most challenging training regimen of your lives. I don't want to hear from any of you again until all of you can take on 2 shogunate samurai at a time.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
I think that's finally everything in hand. I can feel my energy levels starting to drop. Meet you back at the hideout for some rest? Thank you for everything. With your help, peace has been restored on Watatsumi Island once more.
How's your energy doing?
Recovering. Slowly, but surely. I should be raring to go before too long. Today was a reminder that I don't cope well in situations with lots of people. I've improved, but I still get nervous when more than a handful of people are involved. I think I might get Goro to handle the negotiations next time. In the past, I was concerned only with winning the war, restoring peace, and making sure everyone could live a happy life. But I realize now that wasn't going far enough. People have all kinds of aspirations, and just as many measures of happiness. I have a long way to go, but that's okay. If I can't make the journey in one giant leap, I'll just have to settle for taking it one small step at a time. In short, I've still got some maturing to do. Could you stay here on Watatsumi Island? To keep me company for a while longer?
No. I've got a sister to find, sorry.